We're back. Friday. You guys ready? Are you ready? We got another great show for you, folks. Halfway through Season 7. This is the NES Happy Hour with Fitz and Master G. I'm Master G, your host. And today we're going to play a little Back to the Future, a beloved film franchise from the 80s. The games maybe not as beloved as the films, but they did release Back to the Future here on the original Nintendo Entertainment System back in 1989, I believe. And we're going to play it today. We're going to take it for a spin. It's a Friday episode here on the NES Happy Hour. This is the halfway point. This is episode 10 out of 20 for Season 7, our 130th show for you guys. The NES Happy Hour, where we make it our mission to play through every single game in the original Nintendo Entertainment System library. That's right, there's over 800 licensed and unlicensed games. I own about 500 of them. I like to collect these little cases. I like to collect the manual, the original game manual, and I like to collect the game cartridge itself, which I've already carefully put into this machine behind me because we don't stream emulation here on the NES Happy Hour. These shows are live, completely unscripted, and completely unedited for content, just for your own entertainment. You know what I mean? All right, guys, let's talk about the show in case any of you guys are new. It's more than just the gameplay. We'll start off with some awesome cocktail recipes. It is the happy hour, after all. We've got some game-inspired cocktail recipes for you. I have my drink mixed up right in front of me. You can't see it. It's just off camera. But we're going to dive into those cocktail recipes in just a second. Then we're going to get to the game manual itself. I've scanned that manual into my computer. We're going to take a look together, read through it, see if there's any pointers, helpful hints, tips, or tricks. See what we need to know about playing Back to the Future on the NES. Then we're going to dive right into the gameplay. We're going to see how awesome this game is. And after we're done with that, we're going to wrap up the week with a bar trivia challenge. That's right. Test your knowledge. All you Back to the Future fans out there, I've got 5 multiple choice questions prepared for you. A, B, C, or D. We'll put the chat up on the big screen. And if you're fortunate enough to be here live for our live taping of this episode on Friday, June 4th, 2021, then you get to play along. You get to play along at home. You get to be a contestant for the Bar Trivia Challenge. Isn't that exciting? It's exciting, isn't it? Who else is doing this on YouTube? No one. I'm the only one. We're the only ones here on Retro Gaming Adventures with Master G. All right, Back to the Future. You guys know the movie. Marty, Doc, the time-traveling DeLorean. He goes back in time. He meets his mom and dad. He's got to keep them together, otherwise he won't exist. He plays Johnny Be Good at a high school dance. Classic Chuck Berry. And he succeeds. That's the movie. But I heard they took some liberties with the game. Let's read the back of this box here. Ooh, it's a little hard to read here. All right. You are Marty McFly, just a typical senior at Hill Valley High, but after getting behind the wheel of a nuclear-powered sports car, sports car. I mean, are we really calling a DeLorean a sport? Was a DeLorean considered a sports car? All right, fine. We'll give him it. I don't want to beat up on DeLorean, you know. I don't want to kick them while they're down. Nuclear-powered sports car. Turn time machine. You find yourself in the year 1955 where you've accidentally tampered with history. Now it must be corrected. You must somehow make sure that teenagers Lorraine Baines and George McFly, the 2 kids that eventually grow up to be your parents, fall in love before the photo of your family fades away and you're left with nothing to come home to. It won't be easy. You'll have to protect George from Biff and his gang of bullies while doing your best to keep them from beating you up instead. To complicate things, Lorraine has a crush on you. Creepy. So you'll have to dodge her advances. She's your mom. While trying to figure out a way to get George and her to kiss at the school dance. Time is wasting, and even if you manage to put all of the pieces in place, there is still no guarantee that you'll ever get back. It will all come down to one brief moment in time when the past, the present, and the future all meet. And that's Back to the Future for the NES, guys. Are you guys pumped? I've heard this was a bad game. That's why I saved it for Friday. We usually do bad games from the NES library on our Friday shows. But I've also heard from people who love this game. Maybe they're just too nostalgic for the movies. I mean, I remember the movies. I've seen all three of these Back to the Future movies like probably 100 times each when I was a kid. But I've never played the game before. It's only hearsay. I don't know that it's bad. It might be a hidden gem. We might love it. I'm going to play it with you, for the very first time here today on our show, on our NES Happy Hour episode, and we'll see for ourselves. Okay? Let's get to that cocktail recipe because I'm getting thirsty. It's Friday. The Gigawatt. That's right. I believe they pronounce it Gigawatt in the movie, not Gigawatt. So this is a simple drink to make. It starts with a shot of vodka, a shot of your favorite cognac. You're going to add an ounce of maraschino cherry juice right from your jar of cherries. Now I use some fancy cherries. That's why mine's a little bit darker. Actually, I got the color pretty right. I kind of nailed that, didn't I? The color? I kind of did. Yeah. Top it with some Red Bull, and you will be amped. This is, of course, the Gigawatt. So, I mean, it's got to wake you up because, you know, it's all that power needed to send the DeLorean time machine racing back in time and then back to the future. So there you go, folks. Shot of vodka, shot of cognac, ounce of maraschino cherry juice. Top it all off with Red Bull in your glass full of ice. And cheers. You got yourself one delicious Gigawatt. Oh, I almost choked on mine. That's a good one, folks. That's a good one. But like we always say here on the show, Fitz and Master G, we do not condone of underage drinking of any kind. So if you're not of legal drinking age, you're not going to be drinking a Gigawatt today. But fear not, because we got you covered with a non-alcoholic mocktail inspired by today's game, Back to the Future. We call this one the Flux Capacitor. And it's a pretty sweet one to make. There's no alcohol in it of any kind. There is Red Bull, though, so if you want to be awake till 3 a.m., start pounding Flux Capacitors now. Get yourself a glass full of ice, add 3 ounces of fresh pineapple, well, maybe not fresh pineapple juice, but grab yourself 3 ounces of pineapple juice, get yourself 3 ounces of pomegranate juice, top yours all off with Red Bull, and you can garnish yours with a nice pineapple chunk there on the end, and you'll get yourself one Flux Capacitor. There's no alcohol in this drink of any kind. It's very fun to make. It's very tasty and delicious, and I hope you can find a recipe here. I mean, we got 2 great ones. We got an alcoholic recipe. We got a non-alcoholic recipe. There's something for everyone here to enjoy on the NES Happy Hour. All right? So cheers, my friends. All right. I'll put that over there. Let's quickly talk about our goals for Season 7. You might see these boxes above me with these bars that are not nearly far enough to the right. All right? We got some big goals to achieve this year. First and foremost, G Club channel membership. Only 99 cents a month. Look for the join button, a little word that says join below the video. Click on that. And you can join the G Club today. You'll get yourself a sweet loyalty badge. You'll also instantly unlock a whole bunch of exclusive G Club emotes to use in the chat and when you leave me comments on my videos. We have 6 G Club members now. We're aiming for 20. And when we do get 20 G Club members, I'm going to let all 20 of you vote on an entire week of episodes for a future season of the NES Happy Hour. I did the math. It's going to take us 43 seasons. So if we get to 20 G Club members by the end of Season 7, you'll be picking a whole week's of episodes in Season 8. We'll let you vote on it. I'll put some polls up on the community board. And, special G Club week. But we got to get 20 G Club members before that can happen. All right? So help us get there. It's only 99 cents a month. We've also got a subscriber goal, trying to get 10,000 subscribers. What happens when we get 10,000 subscribers? We unlock the t-shirt store, and I can start selling merch to you right here on Retro Gaming Adventures, the YouTube channel. That's right, folks. But we need 10,000 subscribers first. Now, the good news is subscribing is free. There should be like a little box like right here, a little box right there that says subscribe now. You just got to click on it. Click subscribe. You'll see a little bell icon. If you want, you can turn on notifications, and then you'll always get alerted every time we go live with another great episode. And we go live Monday through Friday, every day of the week, right around this time, 5 p.m. Eastern, with tons of great free retro gaming content for you, including our 24/7 Retro Gaming Adventures television network. That's right, it's all free. All we ask is that you become a subscriber. Just click the button. Costs you nothing. All right? And if you do want to support the stream financially, you can put some money in that tip jar above me, and also leave a message which will be read aloud on the show live if you choose to donate to the Game Fund. If you want to, you got to pop on over to our website, www.fitsandmasterg.com. It's all one word, fitsandmasterg.com. It's a Streamlabs website. It's all safe and secure. You can make your donations there. You can leave a message. You can put some images in if you got a Streamlabs account. Fun stuff like that. All your donations made on that website go right in the Game Fund. We're saving up for Die Hard on the NES, a rather expensive and rare game. But we have till the end of the year. We're trying to play that game for our special Christmas episode. So we got some time, but if you're wondering, you can make donations to us here at the show, and your donations will be spent on more games and producing more great episodes for you to enjoy. So you get something out of it too. You do. You get something out of it. All right, guys, let's get to that manual. It's time. We got to read through it. We got to see what there is to know and learn about this game. Back to the Future, the instruction booklet. Dun, da, da, da. All right, you got your Nintendo seal of quality. Unfortunately, this is an LJN game. You might know LJN, the company. Pretty notorious in the video game industry. They make some of the worst games ever created. They just try to capitalize on movies, and they put out just terrible, terrible games that suck and no one likes. Hopefully that's not the case today. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know if it's the case. I've heard mixed reviews of Back to the Future for the NES. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. So, yep. Poor Marty McFly not having a good day. First, his friend, Professor Emmett Doc Brown, is shot by a bunch of gun-toting crazies, all because he cheated him out of a little bit of plutonium. Then Marty was just barely to escape in the professor's new sports car turned time machine. Problem is, propelled him back to the year 1955. To make matters worse, Marty managed to interfere with George McFly and Lorraine Baines' first meeting. They are the 1950s teenagers that will eventually become his parents. Now, because of Marty, they do not meet as before, which means they won't fall in love, get married, and raise a family, and that means Marty will never be born. So your only hope is to undo the damage you did when you arrived in the past. You have to make sure that history repeats itself and your parents fall in love at the big dance. Keep in mind, though, Marty has made lots of enemies among the local bullies, so getting from place to place is going to be a real challenge, and time is not on your side. So the object of the game is simple. It's based on the movie. It's all about time, or the lack of it. You have to get Marty to each of 4 buildings in Hill Valley: the cafe, the school, the dance hall, and the town courthouse in order to get your parents together. And you must do it before the photo of your family in the future fades away. Each building contains a mini game which you must beat in order to advance in the overall game. Real trick, though, is getting to the buildings. Marty starts off on foot, and the pack of bullies that have been terrorizing his dad will soon be after him. Grab yourself a skateboard, show them how a shredder from the future can move. Don't waste time, because if you don't make it to the courthouse by 10:05 on Friday night, you will never get Marty back to the future. Okay? So moving around, you got to correct all the events that you messed up by getting involved with your future parents. You got to get where George and Lorraine might be hanging out. Unfortunately, Biff and the bullies are trying to stop you. Move Marty through the streets of Hill Valley, dodging bullies, bees, and babes, trying to get to the cafe, the school, the dance, and finally to your appointment with a lightning bolt at the town hall, the courthouse there. In order to get to any of these buildings, you must run down the 4 blocks of the street before the photo at the bottom of the screen fades to black or the timer hits 0. If you don't make it, Marty loses a life. Along the way, there are a number of things that will slow you down. Every time you trip and fall, it will take a while to get back up. You can use the B button to jump most things in your path. Of course, when Biff and his crew grab you, or the bees start to attack you, you'll find yourself losing precious seconds. All right? There is a way to buy Marty a little bit more time, though. Every one of the clocks that Marty picks up restores the photo by a very small amount. It's only temporary, but every little bit counts. You'll see when we fire up this game. You got to constantly be picking up little clock icons to extend your time. Collect 100 clocks and the picture is instantly and fully restored for the moment. Along the way, you can pick up other items to help you. First is a bowling ball. It can be thrown by pushing the A button. You'll eliminate some of the obstacles. You'll gain points as well. If you get enough points, you can get an extra life. That's great because you're going to need all the help you can get. Now, speaking of help, the second object in the street is the skateboard. Marty needs to get the skateboard, show off your prowess, confuse Biff's group of goons with your speed and skill on it. The faster you get through a section, the less you have to worry about the photo fading away, and at the end of each section, you'll receive a bonus based on the time remaining. So, map of Hill Valley. From this screen, you see where you are in the game and how far you need to go in order to reach your next destination. Just push start, and I think you can see the map. So, B button jumps, A button throws bowling balls, just because. Start button pauses, and select has no purpose on that map screen. The cafe game. All right, this is the first mini game. Cafe is where you have to protect your dad, George, from the bully Biff and his friends. Only then will George have the courage to ask Lorraine to the Enchantment Under the Sea dance, where they kiss for the very first time. But Biff and his buddies come running in from the side of the screen, Marty behind the soda counter trying to stop them by throwing milkshakes at them. A button throws a milkshake. B button will act as a super shake, driving back all of the bullies that are on the screen. You start this round with only one super shake, but as it progresses, the waitress will bring you more. Just pick them up after she puts them down. Keep on your toes because Biff's gang will join in the food fight and start throwing shakes back at you. If you get hit, it slows you down for a moment while Biff cleans the ice cream off his face. Since all it takes is just one of the bullies to get all the way to the bar, you better be quick chucking those milkshakes. All right? B button activates super shakes. A button throws milkshakes. That's all you need to know here. Then you got the school game. That's the next mini game. All right? Now, once you arrive at the school, you face your next challenge. It seems that Lorraine, Marty's future mom, thinks that he is awfully cute. Since she has no idea of who Marty really is, her son, her future son, he will need your help to try to ward off her unwelcome sexual advances. I inserted that word. It just says advances, but that's what they mean. She's trying to hit on him. And he is her future son. It's a little gross. Otherwise, she never pays any attention to George, your future father, and then you never get born. So in this game, you have to move Marty up and down the screen using the cross key. I don't know what the cross key is. I mean the control pad, the D-pad. All right, the object is to fend off Lorraine's kisses, which are in the shape of little hearts. Every time Marty blocks one with the school book, you get 50 points. If you stop 100 of those little kissy hearts, you've made it through the challenge. But all it takes is one kissy heart getting to Marty, and you'll find it impossible to convince Lorraine to go to the dance with anyone else. It actually says Mary in the manual, but there's no one named Mary. All right, so B button has no purpose. A button has no purpose. All you have to do is not get hit with a smoochy kissy heart, okay? That's the objective for the school minigame. Eventually, you're going to get to the dance hall. Now, by this time, you've saved Marty's dad from the bullies. You've convinced Marty's mom that Marty is not right for her. Still, unless you get your parents to share that first kiss at the dance, the future is going to be changed, and Marty will not be born. As the backup guitar player, Marty, that's us, We have to keep up with the other members of the band at the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. The better we all play together, the more romantic the atmosphere and the higher the love meter goes. When it reaches the top, Lorraine and George, your future parents, will smooch. So, B button has no purpose, A button has no purpose, start and select have no purpose, control pad moves up and down. They didn't really give me any instructions about this mini game. I'm not really sure how to keep up with other members of the band, because as you can see, none of the buttons in this little control pad diagram seem to have any purpose at all in the dance hall game. So I guess if we get there, we'll just have to figure it out as we go, right? Then, my friends, you got the driving game. Now that you've straightened out the past, you got to get back to the future, where you belong. The only way you can supply the time machine with the necessary energy to do this, because we're in the 50s, remember, is to drive it at exactly 88 miles an hour, just as a lightning bolt strikes the clock tower and energizes the car, giving it enough gigawatts to launch you back to the future. So, you have to maneuver it through the streets of Hill Valley, avoiding all of the descending lightning bolts, arrive at the wire strung across the road at the exact same time that it's charged by one big bolt of lightning. Only if you time it perfectly will you and Marty make it back to the present to continue your life as it was meant to be. A and B button do nothing. Start button pauses. Select does nothing. These last three mini games, none of the buttons do anything. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do, but I guess we'll figure it out as we go. All right? Because that's it. That's all you're going to get in the manual. Compliance with FCC. You got your limited warranty. You got your back cover of this beautiful LJN game. All right, guys, you guys ready? What do you think? I see some people in the chat here. I see quite a few live viewers. I'm very excited that you all turned out for Back to the Future. Season 7, Episode 10 of the NES Happy Hour with Fitz and Master G, live, coming to you live from Nashville, Tennessee. Say a little prayer to the NES gods. I got the game to work before the show started, but we are live. And we don't play emulation here on the show. We play original cartridges only. So we'll see if this one works. Ready? Here we go. Yes! First try. All right. We're going to have audio problems. There we go. We're good. Back to the future. All right, guys. You guys ready? You amped? Are you amped for this one? All right, let's do it. All right, so first we got to get to the Milk Shack. The Milkshake Shack place. Whatever they call it, I don't remember. It's like a diner. All right, so all we do is run around and pick up clocks, I think. Oh, the thing moves. All right. Whoa, what is that? All right, I'm getting clocks. So far, so good. Oh, now they're throwing things at me. Oh, I don't want to... Is that a pane of glass? Is that what that's supposed to be? Trying to get clocks. Oh, I got a bowling ball. I can throw a bowling ball now. Oh, no, I fell. How much time do we have left? Are we good? Should I throw a bowling ball at the hula hooping girl? Oh, what? She shot something at me. What'd she shoot at me? Bees? Is that what that is? A bee? Oh no. Need to get more time on the clock here. What? What, did you just trip over his own feet? Come on, Marty. Give me a break. Dude, this bee is aggressive. And we're out of time. So we lose? Oh, we lose a life. Go back to the beginning. Back to the start, Marty. All right. I think we got... That's our warm-up. Our warm-up. Oh my God, Marty. Come on. You just bump into one thing, you fall down? Why are there so many bees in Hill Valley? What is this guy? He's just chucking things at me. Do I have to get all the clocks? Do you think I have to get all the clocks? Maybe I don't have to. Oh my God, Marty. Come on. Come on, Marty. Dude, Biff's Bullies. I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't. I have serious doubts. What if I hit select? I want to see the map. I want to see... Bees! Leave me alone, bees! Alright? Like, I need a bunch of bees chasing me right now. Where'd our sound go? We just lost the music. Why'd the music stop? Unbelievable. And now we were never born. Okay, well, I mean, if we can get to the minigame, if it's even possible to get through this street mode... Come on, pick... What? Pick up the clocks! Where'd our music go? Oh, select turns the music off, by the way. Didn't mention that in the manual. Got a bowling ball. Getting tons of clocks. That's probably good, right? Just gotta watch out for these bees. These like super aggressive bees. It's all about the bees, I guess, in Hill Valley. Hill Valley got a real bee problem. Oh, here we go. I think we made it. Okay, we did it. We did it. We actually got to the first mini game. What's this one? This one's the milkshakes. You gotta chuck milkshakes. A button is the... Wait, I gotta keep running? Oh my god. Okay, I guess we'll keep running on the streets, I guess. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I thought we were gonna be at the mini game. Well, lost. Oh, why do all the clocks disappear when I trip and fall? I don't understand. Got another bowling ball. Freaking bees. Freaking bees. Throw the bowling ball. How do I throw the bowling ball again? Oh, cause I tripped and fell. I no longer have my bowling ball. And that's not realistic. I would still have my bowling ball. I'm just saying. Jump it. No! Oh, now I'm dead. Now I'm dead. Gotta get clocks. Oh my god, it's right there. That's the end. Oh, this game. Are they gonna make me go back to the start? Okay, at least I get to start on the second stage of this nonsense. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, tried to jump it. I was too late. Uh-oh, little Fitzy's making an appearance. My co-host, my canine co-host. You can't jump over bees. I thought maybe you could jump over bees, but you can't. In case you were wondering, you cannot jump over bees. Oh! I hear something happening. Oh, another donation from Rosla's Streaming Network. Thank you. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. Just here to wish you well. Can't stay as I have to get groceries. Well, I can appreciate that. It's Friday. Got to stock up for the weekend, get the food, but enjoy the gaming. I will. I'll try to enjoy Back to the Future for the NES. I definitely will. We made it. Right. Thank you for the donation, Rossa Streaming Network. I really appreciate your support. Alright. I hope it's only one more stretch of this silly road. I'm getting better at the road. The bees are kind of annoying. They're the most annoying part. The bees. Oh, and also bumping into a curb apparently also kills you. Apparently, you can't bump into curbs. Why didn't you pick up the bowling ball? Ah! Come on, get up, Marty, get up! Well, I was gonna jump over the bench, but then the bees got me. Freaking bees got me. Made it? Can we make it? 4 seconds left. Just in time. Alright, please be the last time I gotta do that stupid street. Oh my god, there's 4 of these? 1, 2, 3. You gotta do this 4 times? Did they think this was fun? Come on. These mini games better pay off. There better be a huge payoff waiting for us here. I'm just saying. Because these little street sections are not particularly enjoyable. It's the bees. The bees are just stupid. Just stupid. Oh my god. Where am I supposed to go? No! If we get 23 more clocks, it'll give us all our time back, I think. Oh my god, jump the bench, Marty! Marty, jump the bench. I don't think we're gonna do it. Ah. Yeah, I don't even think we were close. I mean, this road thing is kind of annoying. Tough luck, Marty. It looks like you're stuck here. Man, now I gotta do all that again? Please tell me there's like a continue in this game. Oh, there's not a continue. Excellent game design. Thanks. Well, I guess that's all we're gonna see today, folks. Good thing we saved this for the Friday episode. Good lord. Make me do it. Does anybody know any cheat codes? If you do, let me know in the chat. Google it. Let me know if there's any cheat codes to like skip ahead. I think I'm going to be better at it the second time though, because now that I know, you know, what's coming and how to dodge things. But still, it's way too much of this. Way too much of this nonsense. Just running around dodging bees. I don't understand. I don't understand this game. It's just running around dodging bees. I don't remember that from I don't remember bees in Back to the Future, I'll tell you that. I do not remember the bees. I thought Hill Valley was a nice, pleasant place, free of bees. I was wrong. Oh no. You can't jump over those. I've tried like 3 times now. It's not possible. It's not possible to jump those. At least we made it to the end. 13 seconds to spare. Alright guys. We'll go again. We'll go again. I'm gonna get to the mini game. And we're gonna throw some milkshakes today. We are going to. We are definitely going to throw some milkshakes today. Bees and bowling balls, Adrian. Bees and bowling balls. I don't remember bees or bowling balls. And where's the skateboard? It keeps telling me about picking up a skateboard. Remember we read that in the manual, didn't we? I mean, I picked up a few bowling balls so far, but But I haven't seen any skateboards. Am I just missing the icon for the skateboard? Like yeah, it was like a skateboard, like a hoverboard, right? Bees. I was gonna say, man, this second level is just all bees. All bees all the time. How did that bee sneak up behind me like that? No way. No freaking way. Oh my god, how did that guy get me? I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Let's go. Oh my god, I'm right there. That's the end. I'm freaking right there. This game. It's too much of this. It's too much of this. I don't know what they were thinking. They weren't. They weren't thinking. Keep your eyes peeled for a skateboard. I haven't thrown a bowling ball yet. Maybe I should pick up a bowling ball and throw it, just to see if I can figure out what the point of it is. Right there. Can I hit a bee with a bowling ball? I would really like to hit a bee with a bowling ball. Is that something I can do? So if I do that... Oh, I can hit a bee. You can crush a bee with a bowling ball in this game. It is possible to destroy bees with bowling balls in Back to the Future. In case you were wondering, this game is about bees and bowling balls. Oh yeah, we're gonna have no trouble this time. Easy. Easy peasy, my friends. Easy peasy. End. Whew! Alright, we only lost one life on this run. We just gotta do 2 more of these annoying street levels. What's the deal with this? Did LJN think this was gonna be fun for people? Just running around dodging bees and this guy? Hey, who's that guy? Are these characters? Skateboard! Oh, dang, we got the skateboard. Oh, that's where it was. Excellent. Oh, took me out. Unfair. That's alright, though. That's alright, though, because we got pretty far. We went real fast when we had the skateboard out. That's good. It's good stuff. Good thing we found it. There's no way I'm getting through there. Not a chance. That's alright, there's 60 seconds left. I think we're close to the end of this stage. I think we are. I think it's just like right up here. Yeah. Sweet. Sweet! Alright, we got one more to do. We got one more to do, and then milkshakes. And then we start hucking milkshakes. Whew! Are they just gonna keep making me do this over and over and over again? That's what it is. This game is one thing. It's this. It's this running around in the street. That's all. Oh, what is this nonsense? Get out of here. Oh, I have unlimited bowling balls. Oh, I didn't realize I had unlimited bowling balls. Well, that's pretty nice. I will take unlimited bowling balls. Oh, I can't destroy that apparently. Apparently that cannot be destroyed by only clocks can be destroyed by bowling. Clocks and bees. I'm on my skateboard hucking bowling balls. Sweet. All right, I figured this game out. Now, milkshakes. Milkshakes. Lou's Cafe. Bullies to go. So I got to chug milkshakes. I think B button is my super milkshake. A button is my normal milkshakes. How do I do it? How do I do it? Is that me? Is that me or is that the bad guy? How do I do it? No, that's... Oh, that's Biff. Oh, Biff beat him up. That's my dad. Wait, that was me? I was pushing buttons. Oh, you're gonna make me do it again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why didn't it work? Somebody tell me what I'm supposed to do there. Alright, well, we saw Biff slam me. But that's alright. We'll get back there. We'll get back there. We'll get back. Wrong button. We just gotta get the... Oh, dang it. Come on. We gotta get back there. Just gotta get that skateboard again. We're so close. Get up, Marty. Get up, Marty. Alright. I'm gonna push buttons now. I'm gonna get these milkshakes. So what do I gotta do? I go in and then like he chases me or something? Is that what we're doing? I'm throwing milkshakes at him? Oh, okay, I see. Alright, I see. I see how this works. Well, that guy almost got me. Oh, I used my super milkshake. There's so many of them. This is ridiculous. And then they make you do the street section over again just to get back to this stupid milkshake place. I don't know. I mean, there are worse games on the NES, but this one's poorly designed. I'll say that. It's poorly designed. I mean, I guess maybe there's something therapeutic about running through these streets over and over again. I don't know. If you're into that. The second street section was the hardest. I don't think this one's that hard, to be honest. But maybe I'm just getting used to bees, you know? Maybe I'm just getting really good at bees. Oh god, how am I supposed to... Like, what is the skateboard doing over there? Like, I'm not going to be able to use it. I'm just going to crash instantly as soon as I jump onto it. That was dumb. Bait. They were baiting me. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. We got 40 seconds left. Alright, let's do these milkshakes again. This is a hard one. I gotta like, it's a spatial challenge, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta figure out which seat they're lined up with, you know, that's kind of hard. Alright, so that guy's like number 3, that guy's bottom. Yeah, that's as low as they go. That's as high as they go. Oh my god! I couldn't find him! You know what I mean? Like, you can't line him up right. I threw him above him and below him. Oh, is that it? Do I have to do the freaking streets again? Because if I gotta do the freaking streets again, I'm out. Master G is out. Tough luck, Marty. Looks like you're stuck here. Oof. Well, I think we saw enough of Back to the Future. Because, I mean, it's gonna take me another 20 minutes just to get through these stupid street sections again. Are you sure there's no cheat codes for this game? Anybody know any cheat codes? This is painful. I mean, this is just like painful. This isn't a game. This is torture. Alright, bud. Go on out. Sorry, little Fitzy got trapped. Alright. Really? Torture. That's what this is. This is torture. Start chucking bowling balls at hula hoopers and stuff. I don't know. I guess I gotta go for extra lives. Guess you're gonna need them, you know? How much is it? Do you get extra lives if you hit bees? I just wanted to throw a bowling ball at that girl. Ooh, I thought this was the end. It's not. It's not. Oh, come on. No way. Let's go. Get up. Get up. We're almost at the end. I mean, I'll try to give it one more go, guys. I will. I'll try, but this is an example of a game that's not fun to play. I don't know. Maybe you get like hypnotized by playing this street mode over and over and over again, but I don't know what would possess them to like force you to do this over and over and over and over again. I mean, it's just once is enough, all right? Once is enough. Once is enough. LJN. Freaking bees. Bees give you 500 points, though, if you hit them with a bowling ball. Classic Back to the Future, am I right? You know? You know, like when Marty smashed that bee with that bowling ball. You guys remember that from the movie? Wasn't that awesome? That was like, this is like the funniest part of the movie when he crushed that bee with the bowling ball. Remember? You know what I mean? Wait, you don't remember that from the movie? Is that what you're saying? You don't remember that time when Marty crushed a bee with a bowling ball? Scored 500 points? This game's a bad one. I think it's a bad one. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like, it has potential. It has potential. It does. It definitely has potential, but they ruin it. They ruin this game with this nonsense. This like really unfun beat. How did I die? I have 82 seconds left. How did I die? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I just died. That's what I mean. Bad game. It's just a terrible game design. That's what it is. It's just a terribly designed game. It doesn't have to be a crappy game. LJN made it a crappy game because they're the worst company in the world. I mean, you guys have played enough Nintendo games, right, to know that LJN, if they made the game, oh my god, they butchered it. They were idiots. They were idiots. Every last one of them. They were. Google it. LJN game designers. Look them up. Fools. No, I'm just kidding. Are there anyone out there? Is anyone out there watching that's an LJN game designer? Do you want to come to the defense of this game? Do you want to tell us what you were thinking here? Because I'll give you a forum to speak. You know, it's been what, like 35 years? You know, it's far enough behind you now, you LJN game designers, that you could probably talk a little bit about, you know, what the heck you were trying to do with this nonsense. Maybe apologize to the fans, at least, you know. Apologize, because this is a terrible game. You did a bad job, LJN. You really did. You really did a bad job, I think. I'm just gonna throw milkshakes one more time because I'm just trying to find something interesting about this game, and I'm struggling. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm really struggling. I want this game to be good, but I don't think I can take any more Bs. I don't think I can take any more Bs. You know? Dude, I threw a bowling ball at her, and he missed. If I die without getting to the milkshakes, I am gonna lose it. I will lose it. It's right up here. 9 seconds. Alright, we're gonna get one more chance at the milkshakes, and then we're done, man. We are just done because this game's not very fun to play. It's not. It's just not very fun to play. Lose Cafe. Here we go. Bullies abound. Are you going to start me off with the top one? And then the bottom one. And then another top one. And then someone in the middle? In there? Whew, barely. I used the super one because I panicked. I panicked. I hate this game. I'm not doing the streets again. I'm not. Master G is out. That is Back to the Future for the NES. You've seen it all, folks. You have seen it all. I'll let you pass judgment on this game. Please pass judgment on this game in our comments. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I think we're gonna call it though, because I can't walk through the streets of Hill Valley anymore. I just can't. I don't have it in me. I've been walking around on the street, dodging bees and smashing bees with bowling balls for the last like 30, 40 minutes, and I just don't understand. I just don't understand this game. I don't. I'm gonna call it right now. That's it. But we got a fun bar trivia challenge lined up for you to close this episode. So if you stuck around this long, it's time to test your bar trivia knowledge. All of today's questions are going to have something to do with Back to the Future. So if you are a fan, or if you consider yourself a fan of the show, why don't you join us for the Back to the Future bar trivia challenge? If you've never played before, I put the chat up above me. See that? From now on, all of your guesses for the bar trivia challenge, you live viewers, everything you type in the chat is going to appear above me. So I'm going to present you with 5 multiple choice questions, A, B, C, or D, and you can shout out your answers. Play along at home. This is the part of the show where the audience participates. That's right, the bar trivia challenge, Back to the Future edition here on our channel on the NES Happy Hour. All right, guys. First question is always a warm-up question. You ready for your warm-up? Here it is. Question number 1. What real-life make of automobile does Doc Brown use to build his time machine? Does he use an A, Lamborghini, B, DeLorean, C, Cadillac, or D, Ferrari? Is your warm-up question. Question number 1. What real-life make of automobile does Doc Brown use to build his time machine there in Back to the Future? Is it the Lamborghini? Is it the DeLorean? Is it the Cadillac? Or is it the Ferrari? 10 seconds on the clock, folks. It's your warm-up. I see some of you out there. I see we got some live viewers. What have you got for me? Well, it looks like Adrian's playing. B, DeLorean, Adrian says. Should we go with him? Should we go with Adrian? He's seen all 3 movies. He's probably right. He is right. B, DeLorean. The car that Doc Brown uses to build his time machine is a DeLorean. It was a real-life automobile manufacturer a very small business type of thing, wanted to take on the giants, the automotive giants. Lasted for a few years, made a few cars. None of them were very good. But people love DeLoreans, man, just because of Back to the Future. If Back to the Future didn't use a DeLorean in their movie, nobody would know that was ever a real automobile you could purchase. Nobody would have ever heard of DeLorean. There were so few of them made, and the company just went under like so quick. But Back to the Future made it famous, the DeLorean. All right, you're 1 for 1, Adrian. I hope those of you out there playing alone silently, or maybe watching this episode after the fact, I hope you got that one right, because they're going to get harder. All right? They're going to get harder as we go. Where are my Back to the Future fans at? Question number 2. The song that Marty plays at the high school dance after traveling back in time was Johnny Be Good. Johnny Be Good is a classic hit from which of the following kings of rock and roll? Is the answer A, Elvis Presley, the king himself? B, Chuck Berry? C, Johnny Cash? Or D, James Brown? All right, those are your choices. I'm going to put 10 seconds on the clock in just a moment. You got to tell me which one of these artists is responsible for the song Johnny Be Good, the song that Marty plays at the high school dance after traveling back in time in the movie Back to the Future. Who gave us that song, Johnny Be Good? You got 10 seconds. I'll start it now. Whoa, 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 Johnny, no, no. Johnny Be Good. That's how it goes. I mean, it's classic. It's classic rock and roll. You know what it is? Johnny Be Good, song by, well, looks like Adrian thinks it's B, Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry is correct. If you guess B, well done. Well done. I actually love Chuck Berry. I think Chuck Berry is the true king of rock and roll. I'm down here in Tennessee. Now, I'm in Nashville. Elvis is from Memphis. Johnny Cash is pretty popular around here. I don't know why everybody goes so nuts over Elvis. I don't know. I don't get it. Chuck Berry was the king of rock and roll. Chuck Berry was the original king of rock and roll. Elvis Presley, I don't know. I'm not buying it. Johnny Cash, you know, country music icon. James Brown, funk, R&B, legend. But for me, Chuck Berry, king of rock and roll. Johnny Be Good, one of his classic hits, and he has a lot of them. All right. Congratulations, everyone playing along at home. We have question number 3. Which U.S. president quoted Back to the Future in his State of the Union address using the words, "Where we're going, we don't need roads"? Classic quote from the Back to the Future franchise. One of our U.S. presidents actually quoted Back to the Future during the State of the Union address saying, "Where we're going, the United States of America, we don't need roads." Was that A, Ronald Reagan? Was that B, Bill Clinton? C, Donald Trump? Or D, Joe Biden? Those are your choices. Which U.S. president quoted Back to the Future in his State of the Union address? "Where we're going, we don't need roads"? You have 10 seconds. Get me those guesses in the chat. I told you they were going to get harder as we go. These are true bar trivia challenges here on the NES Happy Hour. I don't make it easy. I do not make it easy. All right, what you got, Adrian? I know you're playing. I'll give you a chance to guess. Since we're pretty quiet from our other live viewers, they're still a little shy. They're still a little shy about guessing for bar trivia. You know, sometimes we get some people interested, sometimes we don't. Adrian's going with A, Ronald Reagan. That's a good guess because Ronald Reagan was the president. He was the oldest one from this list. And you are correct. Ronald Reagan was the U.S. president that quoted Back to the Future in a State of the Union address, "Where we're going, we don't need roads." I think he was probably trying to be funny He was, of course, a celebrity himself. You know, Ronald Reagan was actually a Hollywood movie star before he became president. Now, he mainly acted in westerns, old black and white westerns, but he was familiar with Hollywood and he loved the movies. And apparently, he loved Back to the Future. He's probably talking about an infrastructure plan or something. Said something about where we're going, the future. We don't need roads. I don't know what he was thinking. We need roads, Ronald, Mr. President, we need roads. We're not ready to just fly around in cars. I don't know if he thought we wouldn't need roads in our infrastructure plan. I don't know. I don't know what the context was. But was that a guess, Adrian? Did you know that one? Well, if you did, congrats. Hey, Ronald Reagan, you are correct. All right, question number 4 is coming up next. I think this might be the hardest one. I think this might be the hardest one in the bunch. You ready? Question number 4. What is on the vanity license plate for Doc's DeLorean time machine prior to returning back from the future? That's right. He's got a vanity license plate on that there DeLorean time machine. What is on that vanity automobile license plate? Does it say A, out of time, B, 121 giga, C, Flux for life, flux capacitor, or D, time traveler without vowels? I think it's supposed to be time traveler except no vowels. Do you guys remember from the movie? It's real. It's from the movie, right? What was the license plate? What did that vanity license plate read on the DeLorean time machine from the movie? It's one of these 4 choices. Out of time, 121 giga, flux for life, or time traveler. Those are your choices. Think hard. I'll start the clock now. Hardest one. Hardest one. Only a true fan would know. I'm pausing for dramatic effect because I think Adrian wants to guess, and I want to give him a chance because I appreciate when our live viewers are willing to subject themselves to my bar trivia challenge live on a live stream. Adrian's going with D, time traveler. That's a good guess. That's a really innovative license plate. But the correct answer is actually A, out of time. I made up the other 3. I consider myself quite clever for making up the other 3 vanity license plates. I think all 3 of them would have been awesome. 1.21 gigawatts, flux capacitor, flux for life, or time traveler, no vowels. I made those up. Those are fictional. That was me. I was trying to convince you I could come up with a better license plate than the movie actually did. Because in truth, the license plate on the DeLorean time machine in the Back to the Future movie reads out of time. Out of time is the correct answer. Don't be discouraged. That was the hardest one in the bunch. We got one more to go, so shake it off if you got that one wrong. And get ready for question number 5. Our 5th and final question is this. In early drafts of Back to the Future script, the time machine was not a DeLorean. It was not an automobile. It was one of the following objects. But for obvious reasons, it was eventually changed to an automobile instead. So that's your question. In the early draft script for Back to the Future, what was the time machine? Because it was not a car in the first draft of this movie. Was it A, a hot tub, B, a phone booth, C, a coffin, or D, a refrigerator? Actually, I take it back. This might be the hardest one. I don't know how many fans of Back to the Future we have out there, but they might know this. In the early drafts of Back to the Future, the time machine was not a DeLorean. It was one of these. But they had to change it for obvious reasons, and they made it a DeLorean automobile instead when they finally made the movie. But originally, Back to the Future featured a time machine that was one of the following objects. Was it a hot tub? Was it a phone booth? Was it a coffin? Or was it a refrigerator? 10 seconds. I can hear you thinking. Virtually, I can hear our live viewers out there right now puzzling over this one. Master G, he usually gives us some clues, at least, for the hard ones. I tried to give you a clue in the question. I tried. Adrian's going C, coffin. That would be another good guess. Obviously, you can't have a time machine that's a coffin, because that would be creepy, laying in a coffin and going back in time and then waking up out of that coffin like a zombie risen from the dead. But that was another red herring. That's not the correct answer. The correct answer, believe it or not, was a refrigerator. Yes, indeed. For the longest time, while they were writing the script to this movie, the time machine was a refrigerator. Eventually, someone had the common sense to say, you know, I think you guys got to change that, because if you leave the time machine as a refrigerator, little kids out there who are going to love this movie are going to climb into their refrigerators and shut the door, and then they will suffocate and die. Yeah, because it's very difficult to get out of a refrigerator once the door closes from the inside. It suctions closed, and there's like no oxygen in there. So you eventually breathe all the oxygen, and then your little kid dies. So don't go crawling into a refrigerator, okay? PSA from Master G and the NES Happy Hour. Kids, do not hide in the refrigerator. Originally in Back to the Future, the time machine was a refrigerator. Thank God they changed it, because someone had the common sense to say, you know what? We don't want kids to imitate this movie, crawl into refrigerators, shut the door from the inside, and then suffocate and die. And thankfully, they made it a DeLorean instead. 5 up, 5 down. How'd you guys do? That was the Bar Trivia Challenge Back to the Future edition. It was a pretty good set of cocktails, a pretty decent Bar Trivia Challenge, a pretty difficult game to enjoy. I'm not going to lie. Not my favorite game in the NES library. Definitely not the worst game, though. We've played worse games here on the show. So that's my final verdict. Why don't you guys leave me a comment on the video. Let me know what you think of this game. Give yourselves a round of applause for sticking with it. We had a great week this week, didn't we? We had some good games and some weird games this week. We did. Yeah, we had some good ones. Yeah, it's been a good week in Season 7. We started off with Paperboy, an arcade classic. Then we played Metal Gear, one of the hardest games I've ever played. But a very important one, you know? The original NES Metal Gear, a very important game. The very first Metal Gear in the franchise. We played that on Tuesday. We also played Baseball Simulator 1000, one of the most innovative and well-designed baseball games in the entire NES library, and there have been way too many baseball games for the Nintendo. And then yesterday we played Circus Caper, an incredibly difficult game to learn, but a very fun and addicting platformer, I'm not going to lie. And today we played Back to the Future, a beloved movie franchise, a game that LJN unfortunately butchered, like those game designers did to literally every game they got their hands on. If any of you used to be designers for LJN, I would love to hear from you. Maybe you can come on our show. Tell everyone what you're thinking with these games, because you did a bad job with Back to the Future. You did. Nobody wants to run around on the streets smashing bees with bowling balls. It has nothing to do with the movie. So, Master G is scolding you. If you're responsible for designing this game and you're watching this video, I would like to know what you were thinking. Okay, guys, it was a good week, but it's time to send you off for a lovely weekend. I hope you guys enjoy your time. I hope you're safe. I hope you get to spend some time with friends and family. I hope you don't have to work too hard. And above all else, I hope you come back next week. If you guys like the show, subscribe now. Hit the subscribe button. It's totally free. Like our videos. Leave me comments. If you want, you can join the G Club. Visit our website, www.fitsandmasterg.com, and follow us on Twitter at HeyMasterG. We're going to be back on Monday, same time, same place, here on our amazing YouTube channel, Retro Gaming Adventures with Master G. On Monday, around 5 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be playing Top Gun, another movie game. But this time, it's not a movie game designed by LJN, so it probably won't suck. This movie game, I believe, was a Konami game, and they make pretty good games. It's an early 8-bit 3D pilot game. You pilot a jet fighter, just like in the Tom Cruise movie Top Gun. We're going to take it for a spin on Monday. We're going to see what it's all about. And, of course, we'll have another great manual to look at, some great box art to talk about. We'll have 2 more awesome cocktail recipes for you based on the game. And, of course, we'll have a bar trivia challenge. And you could probably bet it's going to be all about the movie Top Gun, because I think there's a lot of good trivia out there for that movie. So study up, watch the movie Top Gun from the 80s over the weekend, and meet me back here on Monday for another great episode of the NES Happy Hour. Season 7 continues. I appreciate you, and we will see you next time.